Hello. Got to wave. Hello. It is me, Queen, also known as Ilona. Thank you for popping in today to watch my video. Right, well, I'll try and keep this short and sweet. Probably fail at that. Have you got a coffee? Cheers, I've got my coffee. Bottoms up. So, what's been happening? I've finished a new picture, a new piece of art. So I'll unveil it here. Here we go. Can you see it sparkle, Mother? Now, this was just an ordinary piece of fabric that I've embellished with stitching, embroidery, some sequins, and I've painted some glitter on it. I put a bit of lace on it, and it's the centerpiece is from a broken brooch. I've mounted it onto a canvas. I had a canvas which I did some stuck paper all over, collage, stuck paper all over this canvas. It was a second-hand canvas, but I thought, no, I don't really like that very much, so I've covered it with this. What I've done is stretched it over and laced it at the back, which you now can't see because I have covered it up to, I like a nice, neat and tidy back. So, bit of a close-up there. It's an easy way to do embroidery, really, if you haven't got any ideas for a pattern. So what you can do is find a piece of fabric and use that that's already got a pattern on it. So I've just added everything to it. It was quite flat and plain to start out with, but I think it's now, it looks really quite nice. Ooh! Bit of a close-up for you. Here we are. Now we're going to be joined by a cat, I think. Do you know, I'm sure Maisie knows when I'm doing this. She does insist on coming up. Right, shall we carry on? I need to carry on because I don't want to be spending all day. Oh God, here she comes. Here she comes. Here's Maisie Cat. Oh, anyway, if you've got a bit of fabric and you feel like doing that, all you need is some kind of fabric with a big bold pattern on. So that would be ideal, something like that with a bold pattern where you could stitch onto. Now this has already been stitched onto with a factory machine, so what I could do then is to, a bit like a colouring book, you could just fill it in with stitches. So any big bold pattern like that could be stitched onto, and that would be the ideal pattern to stitch onto. So if you fancy doing some embroidery and you haven't much ideas for the actual design, find a piece of fabric that's already got the design on it. But anyway, Maisie is now sitting by the side of me. Are you alright to sit there, Maisie? Because I'm a bit busy, thank you. Yes, I'm a bit busy. Oh dear, have you got your coffee? Cheers. It's a Wednesday, it's 12:30 p.m. and the weather is awful out there. I mean, I do hope to go out for about an hour, a bit later on. So, Christmas, yes. I don't do Christmas. I think I've said this before on previous videos. I'm never in the mood for Christmas. December for me is a pretty boring month, really. Are you coming, Maisie? Come on then. I'm not going to get away with this, am I? Look at that. Maisie, your bottom is on the video. Oh, she's my sweetheart. Aren't you, my darling? She's so gorgeous. So, a little bit of a serious subject really to finish off with. And I wonder if people know what it's like to belong to a minority group. I think some people will know that, because they do tend to do their own thing. People who are happy with controlling their own lives and are able to make decisions are quite happy to be in a minority group. Now I'm going to have to put her down because she's digging her claws in, Maisie. She's ripping my legs to shreds. Oh dear. Maisie, look, thank you. Shall we try again? Yes, I'm in a minority group, right, and I was in a minority group for a long time, because I was in lorry driving, as you know, and I was stuck out like a sore thumb, and everybody noticed me. So, but then that brought a lot of attention. Some of it I didn't mind, but some of it was unwanted attention. But if you're in a minority group, you have to be prepared to be attacked because you don't fit in. Now, quite often I'm happy to be on the outside looking in, if you see what I mean. I don't feel the need to be right in the middle of the scrum, the scrum as I call it, or the crowd. I don't need to be in the middle of that crowd. I'm quite happy just looking in from the outside. Now, I've always been that way, and it's never bothered me. But the thing is now, I am again in a minority group, but it's a group of my choosing, and if you can imagine, there's two groups, there's two clubs, isn't there? And I've said this before, you've got to be in that club or that club. Well, I'm in the smaller club, and this morning I noticed that there was a new wave of bullying coming out, as there often is, because I don't want to join that larger group. I'm happy in my smaller group. But then we have to be prepared to be attacked because we don't fit in. Now, most of the time I'm okay with that, and I can stand up for myself, but it does get a bit wearing. You know, when, you know, I can't imagine what it would be like to give in to bullies, because I don't give in to bullies. I did once at school, and I was about 12 or 13. There was one girl that was a bully, so I just sort of shrunk to the back and tried to keep out of her way. But now, Maisie, do you mind, Maisie, I'm talking. But now, the media are trying every trick in the book to attack the minority group. And I find some of the language really quite upsetting, to be honest, and I feel like I'm being bullied all over again. I mean, I managed to ride the waves of the lorry driving thing. I managed to stick that out because I knew I was right. I knew that I had every right to be a lorry driver. And now a similar thing is happening again, and I want to stick to my principles, and I will not be bullied. But it seems to me like there's desperation creeping in, because the bigger group are not going to back down until they've actually squashed flat the smaller minority group. So it is going to be an ongoing battle for everybody who is in the minority group, and it's hard. It's very hard to keep up a positive outlook on life, and because sometimes I think, well, maybe if I just went away and maybe I just walk into the bloody sea, that would do away with the problem, wouldn't it? You know, but I can't do that. My life is valuable to me, but I can understand how some people are finding this very, very difficult to cope with. And people are walking into the sea. But I'm made of tougher stuff. I will stick it out. Yeah, I can't imagine what it would be like to give in to the bullies. Because if you do, if you give in to it, what have you got left? You know, you've handed over your life. And I won't do that. So it does at times feel that I'm losing control, but I have to keep hold of every little bit of control that I've got left. I have to. So anyway, have you got your coffee? Yes, I see on the news, I shouldn't really read the news, I don't read much news, I don't read the mainstream media news at all, but I see on the computer a person, a lady, an elderly lady who was the first one to get the treatment, the first one in the world to get the treatment. Now it's 1 year on, and they are wheeling her out again a year later, and there she is again, trying to persuade everyone to get the treatment. Well, it's not working for me, I'm afraid. I think that's actually despicable. I think it's terribly cruel that they're using an old person in that way, and you know, making a star of this lady, very nice elderly lady, and I don't know, words just fail me sometimes. To what low levels will they stoop to next? You know, they use every trick in the book because they want the small minority group to move over to the larger group. But anyway, you got a coffee? Cheers. Cat's settled down now. Look, nearly lunchtime. I'm going to get something to eat after this. So going back to art for a minute, our local art centre, 2021 Art Centre in Scunthorpe, they have an open exhibition in January, and they are inviting artists to submit 3 pieces of work for consideration. Well, I shall be putting forward 3 of my artworks for that, and hopefully they might choose 1, 2 or 3 of mine. So that's something to look forward to. Starting in January. I have to deliver the artworks in about the beginning of January, so I should be preparing for that. And in the meantime, She's just getting comfortable. Get comfortable, Maisie. In the meantime, I shall do more sewing, more art, more walking, and more of everything. Because I'm not going to sit around feeling sorry for myself. No, no, no. Right, I better close up now because, well, that's it. Can you hear me, Mother? Still here? Over there, Oscar cat on the chair. Here, Maisie cat. They don't want to go outside, and I can't blame them. So, do you want to have a look? There she is. Turn around this way, Maisie. Turn around. There you are. There she is. There she is. That's a good girl, Maisie. Oops. Let me see if I can show you Oscar. What's he on that chair? Look. Oscar's got the best chair. This is me and Queen. Life after money. Thanks for popping in. Catch you again. Bye.